Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Get Open, a video series where I open things and talk about the things I opened. You know, like an unboxing video, but if those were fun and hosted by a cool guy like me, which this one is. This again is the second episode. The first episode came out in like July, August, something like that. Took me a while to get around to doing a second one. The first video, if you recall, I opened a couple boxes of Topps 2021 Chrome tennis cards, which was a lot of fun because I love tennis. But also, I do a whole show with my pal and podcasts co-host Jeff May called You Don't Even Like Sports Cards, where we open boxes of sports cards and hope we find something that makes us rich, which it already did. We're both obscenely rich. It's crazy. So I can't just open sports cards on this show. I mean, I could. There's no law against it. What's Jeff going to do? Beat me up? But to that end, I did promise on the last episode that this time around we would be opening up something way, way different. That being a still sealed original pressing of Fleetwood Mac's Tusk album. And the reason I am finally doing that now is because I host a podcast. I host several, but one in particular called You Don't Even Like This Band, where we talk about the outside the studio antics of some of the most polarizing bands in history. I know what you're thinking. Everyone loves Fleetwood Mac. Number one, not true, but also, yeah, kinda. But before them, we did like Korn, Oasis, Limp Bizkit. So trust me, the show lives up to its name. But we are starting our second season dedicated to Fleetwood Mac because they have a whole lot of story to tell. And we have made it up to the point in history where they released the Rumors album, which is one of the best-selling albums of all time. It just set another record for number of weeks on the Billboard Top 200 or whatever the hell that's called. So, hey, good for them. It's high time Fleetwood Mac catches a break. But now we are moving in to the point in history when Fleetwood Mac followed up the Rumors album with Tusk, which is a very, very different album, especially in that it did not sell that well. They didn't win that many awards for it. It was considered a bit of a failure at the time it came out. But since then, it has come to be regarded as one of Fleetwood Mac's absolute finest albums. So we are, as promised, going to open, there it is, a still sealed copy of Fleetwood Mac's Tusk album. Because here's the thing, it did win one Grammy, and that was for album cover design. Who knew that that's a thing you could win a Grammy for? But also, opening this copy of Tusk is not going to take that long. And I don't want to deprive you of precious FaceTime with me. So I'm going to open a couple other things on this video. For example, I know I said I do a whole thing where I open sports cards with Jeff May, but hey, I'm going to open some here today too, because I have a box of 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter cards, which, as you can see, they're baseball cards ish. It's a very strange set of cards. If you watch You Don't Even Like Sports cards, then you've already seen me open a box of Allen and Ginter cards. If you do not watch that show, first of all, rude. Why do you hate Jeff so much? Also, you are in for a treat because these are more than just baseball cards. And you'll see what I mean as we get into opening them. And then after that, I mean, that's only going to take a couple minutes also. There's not that many cards in there. We're going to move into the food section of this video, where I am going to be opening and tasting the newest entry in the Monsters cereal universe. You know what I'm talking about. Every Halloween, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, Count Chocula. If you live in the right part of the country, Fruit Brute, Yummy Mummy. That's when all of those cereals hit the shelves. I had a box of Boo Berry last year. Gave me the greenest shits that I have had since I ate that Star Wars Whopper that Burger King made that one time. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time around, because I will be sampling again the newest entrant into that universe, Carmella Creeper, which is a caramel apple flavored cereal, which that could be fine. Caramel is good on everything, and Apple Jacks fucking rule. So maybe it'll be good. And after I'm done trying that, I'm going to wash it all down with a spiced apple flavored Waterloo sparkling water. I was never a fan of sparkling water until Waterloo came along and changed my heart. And now I drink that shit all the time, just constantly. And I have yet to meet a flavor I do not like. But folks, let me tell you, I am skeptical of spiced apple flavored sparkling water. So we will see how all of that goes. So let's open up this copy of Tusk. Now, this is still sealed, which is good. But if you were looking for a truly collectible copy of this, the kind of thing that might appreciate in value over the years, this isn't the route you would want to take. I got this on eBay. I paid maybe $20 or $30 for it. I don't even remember. Even though it's sealed, it does have this little cutout notch that you can see right there, which means this album did not sell that well. And eventually a lot of copies ended up in what I guess you could call a clearance bin. And that's not what Tusk deserved. It's a good album. Now, this is still going to go pretty quick. If we were opening this and listening to it, that would take a long time, because this is essentially two albums. It's a Lindsey Buckingham solo album and a Fleetwood Mac album, just kind of mashed together. If you do want to hear me listen to this and jibber jabber over it so as to avoid copyright strikes, you should check out the You Don't Even Like This Band podcast. The first episode of season 2 of the Fleetwood Mac season is a Tusk listening party, where exactly what it sounds like. We just listen to Tusk and talk about the songs. That's me, my co-hosts, Travis Clark and Andy Sell. Check it out wherever podcasts are. Although the Fleetwood Mac listening party thing, it's a bonus episode. You're going to have to subscribe. Sorry, but also thank you. So let's open up this copy of Tusk. It's also got a little price sticker mark on it, which will be harder to see than that cutout notch. But things like that go into making a seemingly valuable album a little less valuable than it actually is. So we're just going to tear in, get that shrink wrap off there. This will probably be the easiest to open thing of the entire show. I don't know, that can of Waterloo might be fine. I should have done this part ahead of time, but then am I really opening it if I do that? Couple things to note about the vinyl version of Tusk, at least in its original pressing. For one, this picture of a dog who is the producer's dog, and Stevie Nicks was very mad that a dog was on the cover instead of the band, which I guess that makes sense. That's a thing I'd probably be mad about too, unless I was that dog. But this picture of the dog, it's embossed. So that means it's like raised a little bit, which is a thing you didn't see in later pressings. Also, this version of Tusk sounds different than all the other versions that came after it. For some reason, the original vinyl pressing is a different mix. So the songs are the same and they sound mostly the same, but they're just mastered in a different way. So that's a thing to look for if you ever come up on a copy of Tusk. And let's crack it open. Again, they won a Grammy for this album cover design. And I'll admit, it is pretty nice. This is one of the full color inserts that has these very dramatic band photos. Come on, Adam, learn to use a camera. There we go. Full color on both sides. Look at that. That's like a full-on painting is what that is, or more like a collage. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. As for the vinyl itself, for one thing, more sleeves. Look at that. This is one of my favorite pictures of Fleetwood Mac because you can tell someone over here wants to punch someone over here. And I think it's he wants to punch him. But you can tell from the smile on Lindsey Buckingham's face and the concern on the faces of Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie, someone over here wants to do some punching over here. And man, if you listen to the podcast, you'll understand why. But again, more full color photos. There's a lot of pictures with this. That's probably why they won the Grammy for best artwork. This is an interesting picture. They're all on the ceiling. Whoa, except Christine McVie and John McVie. What? Magic. There's magic happening. As for the vinyl itself, it's not anything that fancy. Just your standard black vinyl. But, ooh, it's in such good shape because this has been sealed this entire time. Look at it. Look at it. Put that back carefully. I mean, not that carefully. I don't give a shit. And now the other full color insert. These pictures are a little more abstract, I guess. That's probably Stevie Nicks over there. And that's probably John McVie. That is Mick Fleetwood. And the ocean is Lindsey Buckingham. Another weird ass collage type thing on the back of this one. Lots of babies. There's a couple white babies, a couple pink babies. There's a dog. I don't think that's the same dog that did the biting on the album cover, but it might be. It should be. And then there's, shadow of an airplane flying over some shit. No wonder they won awards for this. Let's see what's going on the inside. Oh. Lindsey Buckingham. He's an artist, okay? In the corner, just doing his own thing, which is kind of how this album worked. He just recorded his shit and everyone else recorded theirs. And then, they met later to fight. Whoa. More ceiling stuff. They love it. They love it so much. And then, again, the vinyl. It's just regular ass vinyl, everybody. So now I will now put these back, albeit in the wrong order, to hopefully infuriate someone who might own this in the future. Do that. Oh, no. This is getting to be a lot. Also, I think I did that wrong. I don't know. Who has this many inserts? I'm just going to put them back. And now I bet that's going to be a whole thing. It sure is. This is why I've lately kind of turned on vinyl. I mean, come on. All this work just for a version that sounds slightly different than the version we all know. We, meaning me and the people I co-host my podcast with. But other people know Tusk. It's a pretty well-known album. And they won a Grammy for this. And once you see this back cover, you'll know damn well why. It's actually pretty boring. It's just like a speckled pattern with the very extensive track list and then all of this stuff that I don't care about. So that is what Fleetwood Mac's Tusk album looked like when it came out in 1978, I believe. Did I nail that? 1979. Damn it. So now we're moving into the sports cards. portion of this video. Let's adjust that camera a little bit. Yeah, there you go. There it is. This is a set called Allen and Ginter. And what's really interesting about these cards is, again, you can see here, or from this old-timey gentleman here, that these are essentially baseball cards, but there's a twist. You'll see. You'll see. But first, I should open these. And this I should have done ahead of time because it is always such a chore. Oh, but not you, Allen and Ginter. You Allen and Gint me. And by that, I mean they know that I don't like struggling over opening a box. And so they make it easier. All right. How many packs are in here? Ages 6 and up. Yeah, but like way up, right? Not just, we're not stopping at like 8 or 9. I'm being an adult right now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs of Allen and Ginter cards. And let's just see what's in them. Let's see what kind of baseball fun is happening in here. One thing you'll notice, this is CJ Cron. You know the one. One thing you'll note right away is these cards kind of look like old-timey paintings. They don't have like a super duper baseball card feel to them. It's not action shots of athletes. And speaking of athletes, it's not always athletes. Case in point, here is a John DiMaggio card. You know, the guy from Futurama. See? Weird stuff. And then right back to baseball. O'Neal Cruz. You got your Nick Pratto rookie card. You got a Garrett Mitchell, also a rookie card, but look at that. Look how small. One of the other weird quirks about Allen and Ginter is a lot of times the cards are what are called tobacco cards or tobacco size, because, you know, that's about the size of a cigarette. Just joking. But that is about what size baseball cards were when they were first introduced. And they were first introduced as inserts in packs of tobacco. So that is a tobacco card. And then I mentioned not always athletes with Allen and Ginter. Sometimes you'll just get a card that's about jet skiing and how fun it is. I've never been jet skiing, but this card certainly makes it look like a blast. All right, next pack. You got your Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He is indeed a baseball player. You got your Mark Mulder. No relation to Fox Mulder, that is. You got your Ivan Herrera rookie card. Oh, man, are we going to do all the rarest of packs, an all baseball card pack? You got your Luis Aparicio representing the wrong Chicago. You got your Jim Thome. Remember Jim Thome? He was a stud. And that's a little tobacco card there. And then you got your George Kirby, 24 consecutive strikes to start a game. Good job, George. All right, moving on. See if we can pull like a Morgan Fairchild or something. Ooh, yeah, I like it. That is Bo Jackson, and he knows a thing or two. Who are you? This is apparently a musician, and his name is Zhu, the Enigma. This guy looks like an asshole. Who's he? Shams Garania. He is like an editor at The Athletic or something. Come on, Allen and Ginter, you're pushing it now. And who the fuck is this guy? Daniel Van Kirk. He has attracted a following for his hilarious work as co-host of, okay, we're doing podcaster cards? All right. Where's my card, Allen and Ginter? Where's my card? The fucking Roman Coliseum gets a card, as does the red kite, which is not a kite. That's a bird. I'm not stupid. Podcast cards. Come on. Come on. Now I'm turning on Allen and Ginter. I used to love this set. All right. You got your Corbin Burns. He plays some baseball. You got your Trey Mancini. You got a Shea Langoliers. That's a rookie card. You got a Carlos Pena, Detroit Tigers. This is a Corey Lee black border mini tobacco rookie card. That's nice. And then Nolan Ryan, 5th career no-hitter card. That was another all baseball pack. So I'm guessing this next one is going to be all like Foot Locker employees or something. Let's see. All right. Albert Pujols. We all know that guy. Is this Ian Rappaport? It sure is. He's just a sports reporter. You got your Miguel Cabrera. He's just a sports player. You got your Tyler Freeman rookie card. Oh, I like what's happening here. Hayden Wesneski, Cubs rookie. Go Cubs. And, of course, the Marimba. The Marimba had a great rookie season last year. It deserves a spot in this set. All right, 3 packs to go before I throw down on some Carmella Creeper cereal and drink what I'm assuming is going to be one of the most horrifying sparkling waters of my life. But up first, you got your C.J. Abrams. He's an actual baseball player. You got your Kyle Gordon. This guy just like a TikTok guy? He's got a bunch of followers on TikTok. Come on. They are pushing it now. They're pushing it. Here's Tom Schwartz, and he does some bullshit too. Okay, now here's a baseball player. This is Edgar Martinez, and this is Ivan Herrera rookie card, mini gold border. That's a nice card. Jose Altuve, fuck him. They're getting weird with the non-sports entries in these packs. Bunch of people I've not seen in my time opening these before, and I've opened a few boxes of these. I've opened a few. I can tell you right now, the card at the end of this pack is really testing my patience. And if you know my history, you'll know why. But first, you got your Jimmy Rollins. You got your Andre Knott. He is a 5-time Emmy Award winner for doing Cleveland Guardians broadcasts. Going to get that one graded. You got your Ezekiel Tovar rookie card. He's really good. Is this Riley Green? That sure is Riley Green rookie card. You got your, oh, this looks nice. This is a Josh Young rookie. He is still playing in the postseason right now. And it's a mini, but I've never seen one that looked like that. I'm going to set that aside. I'll set you aside, Josh Young. Get over there. And then, of course, you got the great horned owl. Fuck owls. Okay? Fuck them. All right. We got one more pack of Allen and Ginter, and then it's on to the food portion of this program. All right. You got another Josh Young rookie card. That's just the base rookie card, but it looks nice. Javier Assad, good Cubs rookie. Cade Cavalli, prospect for the Nationals. Got Luis Ortiz, rookie pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, unfortunately for him. You got your Hunter Pence. You got, okay, what's going on here? Petra, home of the petroglyphs in Jordan. And then you got your Francisco Rodriguez. And that concludes this box of Allen and Ginter Topps cards. So up next, I guess it's time to eat some cereal and drink some sparkling water. All right, moving on to the food portion of this episode. Get open. As promised, we are going to be digging into a box of Carmella Creeper. This is the newest entry into the Monsters cereal universe. Just reading from the website, Carmella, she is a zombie, as I'm sure you can see. This is caramel apple flavored cereal. And Carmella is a cool, young, and very capable young zombie. You said young twice in that sentence, General Mills. She is Frankenberry's long-lost cousin, and she is back to help bring the rest of the monsters into the 21st century. She is a DJ, gross, and loves to host parties at the Haunted Mansion with her friends. History and fun facts. Carmella is the first ever General Mills female monster. No rush, General Mills. It's only 2023. So now I guess we should just try it. I'm hoping this doesn't also give me green shits, but here's the thing. Green shits, it's not like they're a medical emergency. They're just a fun time poop anomaly that happens every once in a while. Oh, this smells putrid. I'll tell you that. You can smell the caramel or the caramel, whatever. I mean, in theory, that's enough, but also there is a jarring lack of marshmallows in this bowl. You know what? No one in my house is going to eat this besides me. I'm going hands. I'm going hands. I think my wife is going to eat Carmella Creeper. Wouldn't marry someone who eats this bullshit. You kidding me? All right. That's enough. This isn't John Witherspoon and Friday. I don't need gigantic cereal bowl. Just a respectable amount. I brought some milk with me. Uh-oh, too much milk. I guess I have to drink the rest. I don't mind. Here's the thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I fuck with milk as a standalone treat. I should actually save this in case the sparkling Waterloo spiced apple is not good, which I don't think it's going to be, but we'll see. In the meantime, what's going on with this cereal? Should I eat it like all up in the microphone like an ASMR video? I'm not going to. No, I can't do that. Also, this tastes like caramel poured on cardboard, kind of. It's really bad. And that's not me being some kind of cereal elitist. I told you, I bought Boo Berry last year, not even for content reasons, for stomach content reasons, but I didn't do it as a gag. I wasn't trying to be ironic, but this tastes like caramel ass. It is not good. And the marshmallows make it worse somehow. It tastes like caramel with a fine coating of dust. A little bit. And yeah, the marshmallows, when they're in a cereal that is supposed to exist, they really kind of elevate things. Elevate's a funny word to use for a box of Boo Berry, but it's true. They add that nice little, like, what the fuck is this kind of crunch? You know how cereal marshmallows are. Here, it just makes me wish this was all marshmallows. It tastes savory, kind of. No, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And I'm not going to finish it. Get away from me, Carmella Creeper. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I hate that General Mills' first woman monster makes the shittiest of the General Mills monster cereals. Come on, get your shit together. I'm going to finish this milk. Oh, that's the stuff. All right. This is Waterloo spiced apple. Yee. Here's the thing. I said at the beginning of the show, I have traditionally always hated sparkling water. And then my wife was at a function and they had Waterloo orange vanilla. And she knows I'm a fan of orange vanilla as a flavor combo, as a lot of people are. So she brought one home just on the off chance I might like it. And I did. And I liked it so much, I went out and tried a bunch of other varieties of Waterloo. And damn it, I love them all. I drink it like water because it is. It's just sparkling water. But this, I don't know. Again, spiced apple. Ugh. Let's crack it open and see how this goes. Thank you for not exploding. And down the hatch. Oh, man. That tastes the way Yankee Candle Company smells right now. If you go to your local mall, walk in a Yankee Candle store, do a few cursory sniffs, that's the taste. You know that thing when something tastes the way something else smells, like how Burger King French toast sticks taste like a wood burning kit that my parents got me when I was a kid, taste exactly the way that thing smelled. This tastes the way a candle store smells, and it is not good. I don't know how many people watching this are going to remember. I'm old and I grew up in a test market, Peoria, Illinois, which means we would get exotic treats that other parts of the country maybe never got. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with apple slice. How many of you even remember Slice? It was Pepsi's version of Sprite, which eventually became Sierra Mist and is now Starry, I think. But before Starry, before Sierra Mist, there was Slice. And there were a bunch of different varieties. There was orange slice, there was lemon lime slice. And at one point, at least in the little test market area I lived in, they also introduced apple slice. And it tasted like this, but with like sugar and probably chemical war agents in it because it was from a major soda brand, as opposed to this, which is probably also from a major soda brand. But is this growing on me? I don't think it is. I don't know that it is. Oh, look at that. I put the bowl of cereal under the second camera. Should I bring it back? Have it co-host the rest of this with me? There we go. Yeah, that I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to drink it all. Like I'm going to drink this can and I'm going to drink the other 7 cans downstairs because it's still refreshing. It's still a nice crisp sparkling water. It just tastes like a air freshener in your car kind of. What are you? What are you? What I want to know is where do they get the flavors for this? Because it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. So what is making it taste so sweet? Because it also can't just be like apple juice, right? Because apples have calories in them for sure. Not a lot, but they do have that. It's naturally flavored with other natural flavors. I wrote about this at Cracked a long time ago. Natural flavors could mean anything. This could be goat semen in this can, but I don't think it is. I would know if there was goat semen in this. Yeah, I don't know. In general, I do recommend Waterloo, especially if you're someone who historically does not like sparkling water, but also don't get this one. This one is trash. It's not good. It lives up to its name. It tastes like spiced apple. It's just that spiced apple doesn't belong in a fizzy beverage, which we found out in the early 90s with the slice apple travesty. But, those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. Sorry, Waterloo. Is it growing on me though? No, no, it's not. It tastes like fall. It tastes like fall. And fall isn't a thing you should taste. It's a thing you should smell and be outside in, not drinking from an aluminum can. So to recap, Fleetwood Mac Tusk, good. Allen and Ginter sports cards, mostly good, except when they're giving me podcasters. Come on. what's your name? Carmella Creeper cereal? Very bad. Very, very bad. And spiced apple Waterloo. Not as bad as Carmella Creeper, but not good. That said, I'm still drinking it, which is more than I can say for that cereal over there. Look at it. It just looks gross, right? Ugh. I don't even want to put my finger in it. Like burn off. I bet that's all that's left of that spoon now. You take it out, it's just like prongs, probably. All right. I think that's it. I have eaten everything and drank everything and opened everything at this table. And now I am full and tired. And hey, thanks for watching this episode of Get Open. I'm going to do these more regularly going forward, I promise. Again, I did have a pretty debilitating face surgery earlier in the year, and that slowed my creative output for quite a portion of this year. But I am mostly back in the swing of things now, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. We love you.